Hello, all you beautiful people. I am Miranda.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Nikki.
And we are here to talk to you today about taboo topics. We're going to be talking about going to the gyno.
Ooh.
The vagina.
Which is always a good time for everyone.
I hate it. Can I just say, I know that we have to go because it's for health reasons. My mom actually had a full-blown hysterectomy at 30, so I have to go every 6 months, and it's awful. I always request a female.
Really?
Always,
okay,
yeah.
see, you know what's interesting for me is I have found that men gynecologists are actually a lot more gentle than female. Because I feel like they feel like the vagina is like this precious, delicate thing, and women are like,
oh my God. I've only been with one man. I've only been with my husband, and I had never had sex, so I wasn't on birth control, and I didn't have crazy periods either. I was really weird. I didn't get my period till I was like 18.
Wow.
So there was really I never was on birth control. I never had went. And so I went before I got married, and then I went once again a couple years ago. But my friend told me last night that we're actually supposed to be going once a year. She did say, though, if you have more frequent sexual partners, you should be going more often. But once a year is standard.
One tip I could give you is you feel like you have to go down scooch your butt all the way to the edge until you actually feel like you're going to fall off the table. And then that's normally where they're like, okay, you're good.
Yeah, you can stop.
They always tell you they're like farther.
And you're like, I'm going to fall off. Okay, you're good, you're good.
Even more taboo, let's talk about watching porn with or just women watching porn. Do you watch porn?
You know, I have something to say about this. I have a song, and if you ladies would like to join in
You
chorus,
have a song?
feel free. You and me, baby, we
Love it by mammals, so let's do it like they do on the porno channels.
I just feel like, honestly, humans in general, we're just sexual little creatures, that's all. But let's keep expectations realistic, shall we? Men, women aren't maybe not gonna wear heels like that. And ladies, the man isn't necessarily gonna look like that. There's a lot of working out and oiling going on.
No, so true, so true. It's like, I think as long, just like we were saying, being open and talking with your partner and being like, okay, so that girl pretty much almost shattered a glass when she orgasmed because she was screaming so loud and so high pitched. I am not gonna do that. That's not what it's gonna be like.
How do you feel about it? Like if you came home and your husband is just like, oh, hey.
Yeah, okay, well, backing up, I've never watched porn before, and in our relationship, we don't really watch porn. And for me personally, if I came home and I saw him watching porn, I would be a little freaked out, especially because
be offended?
I would be offended, but not just because of what it was, but also because I feel like we have a very open, honest relationship, and if he was doing that, then that would mean he wasn't being honest with me, because we've discussed that we don't do that, and we don't do that together. It's something that we're just not comfortable with, and I respect other people's choices, but for us, that's the decision we've made.
Speaking of inappropriate adult videos, let's go to Kelsey for her weekly segment. Yes, it is that time, Nikki. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
All right, so if you could just sit back, scoot your butt all the way down, and just try not to tense up, and make this as quick and comfortable as possible. Oh, God! This is our intern receptionist, Pat. Do you mind if he takes a look for educational purposes? How did you get the bangs down there like that? Up top. That is one ugly Pat? Was I wearing my watch this morning? Oh. Okay. All right. So you see, it looks like a pastrami sandwich, and we really only start to worry when it looks like a pastrami and mustard sandwich. 82 cents. Pat, can you cancel that sushi order we had for lunch today? Marco! Just kidding, I do that to all my new patients. But seriously, you have a wide vagina. Sorry I didn't have lunch yet. Jenny Craig's a bitch. Hey, Pat, can we get Olga in here with the trimmers? Thank you. Delicious.
So, now, it is...
Oh, it's question time.
It is question time.
Oh, it's question time. Okay, so I have
Nikki
a
has
question.
the question.
Why has my libido decreased? I am in a steady relationship with a boyfriend that I love very much and could spend the rest of my life with. Yet I have gone from having sex 5 times a week or more to barely ever wanting it at all. I force myself to have sex at least once a week, or otherwise he gets wound up and annoyed. So,
That's a good one.
if I were in this situation, I would either be going to the doctors or going to the sex shop. That's what I would do if I were in that position, because I think that it has to be one of those 2 issues. You should be, going to a doctor and seeing if it really is a physical issue, or if it's something that maybe you've become complacent in your relationship. Dan and I try to make sure, we're not complacent.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There was a situation where I basically got hurt from another guy, like physically hurt, and my boyfriend was there and he did not stand up for me. So I think what happened was I didn't feel protected. I didn't feel like he was my man anymore, and I completely lost my sex drive. My only point was that it can be a physical issue. It can also be an emotional/mental issue.
Detachment. I would suggest, like, if it is truly just you see each other on the daily and it's not that fire isn't ignited, you need to reignite it, I would say, why don't you put on a costume and do some role playing? Or why don't, location's everything. Go say hello to the pool. Or, or take a shower together. Or,
Shower is great.
Sexy massages. Light some candles. Watch some porn.
Multitask.
I could go on for days, people.
Multitask. Play a game while you're doing it.
I'm doing the dishes.
Doing the dishes. And he's doing me.
You're great.
It was wonderful to chat with you guys.
Super taboo.
I know, super
It was
taboo.
super taboo.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys tune in next week. Until the next time, adieu.
Bye.
So here are some quick tips on taboo topics. Spicy ways to play with your lover from 50 Shades of Grey. Don't be shy about speaking up in the bedroom. Your guy wants to please you. So whether you want him to tie you up a la Christian Grey or simply move a little to the left, honey, he won't know until you tell him.
For more great articles, check out girlsguide2.com.